Would you mind starting us off with introducing yourself?
Well, I'm Jerry Taylor. I from Towns County, lived in Towns County, except when I went to the University of Georgia, and I've always been interested in family history. So in 1999, Commissioner Jack Dayton appointed me the official historian for Towns County. I'm just in it for the money.
It seems like no one really knows the history of Old Birch. When I was growing up, people just called it Cemetery Island. So a lot of it doesn't seem known widely.
The families moved in following the Trail of Tears in the 1830s, and one of those families was the Burch family. The Burches, Jarrett and Millie Burch, my fourth great grandparents, moved over this way. And as was a custom in the day, you were buried on your own land, out the back door, so to speak. Not literally, but on your own land. And so Jarrett died about 1856 or so, and as family members died, they were buried in the same spot. And as time went on, neighbors got buried on the same spot until the Burch Cemetery was over 500 graves. Local news came in the Towns County Herald once a week. And in May of 1941, there was an article in the paper that said there's a rumor of a TVA dam being built near here. And in August, the newspaper has an article that the people in the affected area have till December the 31st to be vacated. So, talk about the government can't move fast. It sure moved fast for these people. From May 1941, a rumor about a dam, till December 31st, you have to be vacated the premises. So the TVA hired a grave relocation crew, and their job was literally to dig up the dead and move them to a new location. I believe it was 32 graves were not moved. Their family members signed the paper to leave them, mainly because they would just be isolated. And so you could get a boat, or when the lake goes down so much, you can actually walk to it through a little strip of land. But they just didn't want their families moved. The main ones that weren't moved was the Twiggs family, the Hooper family, and some Burches. Of those, about 15 had proper grave markers, proper tombstones. And about 15 or 16 only were marked by rocks, some with initials, most without initials. The Historical Society adopted a project to go over there. But they had been doing this several times and have a cemetery cleanup, you know, clean off the graves. And so Sandra Bradshaw Green, was the president of the Historical Society, and she wanted to do more. And since I'd told her that we could figure out who the graves were by the TVA plat, she wanted to have markers put for those unidentified people. So she started a campaign and raised the money to buy each one of those little graves that only had a rock, a granite tombstone. And so that was completed last year. So everyone that's there has a marker.